Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of our Minecraft Survival World. Last episode we put this building around our Super Smelter. This Super Smelter is capable of smelting one stack per cycle. I just realized we're actually missing a shulker box right there. Each one of these does 16, 16, 16 and 16, so we get a grand total of an entire stack per smelting cycle. But the trouble with this, the main trouble with this is fueling this. Obviously we're using coal at the moment, but that's not ideal because, well, coal I have to go out and mine, I have to keep collecting. It would be nice to have something renewable, and we have a couple of options. We could create a blaze farm, use blaze rods. That's certainly a good option. We could also set up some sort of automatic tree farm and just use wood, or even convert the wood into charcoal and then use charcoal for this. We could also set up with a skeleton farm, which will allow us to get a bunch of coal and allow us to just keep this thing running indefinitely. But the option that I think I want to go with is an option that I've never done before, and that has to do with these little things here, kelp. Because you see, if we were to take some kelp, how much did I have in there? Did I have a lot in there? We'll take this. We'll keep this 64. We'll take this 33, and we'll just utilize this a minute. But if we take this kelp and we smelt it down, now if you've been playing Minecraft, you'll know this. But if you're relatively new to Minecraft, you might not. Is this the? No, that's the wrong one. It goes in the top one. It goes in the top one. My bad. We're all capable of making mistakes. Come on, come on, bring it back to me. There we go. Did it? It got picked up by the. So now with them smelted and the hoppers cleared out behind. Yeah. So, your kelp turns into dried kelp. Now, dried kelp, 9 dried kelp. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. I don't know what I'm trapped inside there. It's mean. It's horrible. Yeah, so 9 kelp make a dried kelp block. And we can use this dried kelp block as a fuel source. And it's actually one of the better fuel sources in the game. And it's easily renewable and easily doable. So, I figured today we are going to make a kelp farm. Now, I don't know if I'm only going to just make a kelp farm, but I'd also like to make a sugarcane farm. I'd like to be able to come out here and have sort of one of the buildings maybe over there and then an identical one over there. So it'd be the identical design, just in case instead of sugarcane, we'd put kelp in the other one. So that's kind of what I want to do. I've also been working on some purple. I've got all of this chorus fruit here, which we need to smelt this chorus fruit up so we can get some popped chorus fruit and get ourselves some more purple blocks, because we're using purple blocks in it. But that's the main goal today, is a kelp farm. We're going to try and get a sugarcane farm done as well. That'd be really, really cool. Let's put these over in this one. I think would be the better option. But yeah, so there is something that I want to take care of first, though. And that is, I want to finish off this building. Last episode, we talked about how we added in the purple arches on the outside. If we go to the outside here and we have a bit of a look, you can see we got these arches here that have purple behind them. And I wanted to do something up here, but I wasn't entirely sure. Well, I know what I want to do now. I know exactly what I want to do. And it involves sandstone and stone bricks. So let's just go ahead and pop this in place. We're going to go ahead and... which way? They're facing that way. So we'll probably do 2 like so. Grab ourselves some sandstone like that. Jump off onto here. I've got some stone brick stairs on me. Oh, geez, this is going to be a bit difficult to place. There we go. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. Something like that. Although, I think I might put a slab at the bottom. So, yeah, let me get them in on this side. And we'll take a look and see what we think. Well, guys, I got it in place. And this really does make it look a lot better. I think we could add something inside of here to add more detail to it. Maybe we could add dangling lanterns from these struts just to make it a little bit better using the chains. I'm not sure on that one yet. I'm going to have a think more about that, but I want to start focusing on the kelp farm. So, first thing I need to do is sort of decide exactly where I'm going to put this. And I'm thinking perhaps maybe here, which means I need to bring this out a little bit, bring all of this up. So I do have some dirt over there. So I think I've got a bit of a dirt placing session to do, because I'd like to put it over here. But yeah, this is not flat enough. And I don't mind having this all on the same level, this kingdom. Just because it's an evil kingdom, I'd like it to look odd. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, let me get some work done on flattening out the land, and then I'll be back with you. I can't even fill in dirt without this guy Barry, get out of here. Get God, I'm sick of seeing you. Just go away, go away. I don't like it, go away. That's it all filled in. We've got it all brought up. I've decided this is where it's going to go. I kind of like this. We've evened this out a little bit so it doesn't look as flat and as boring as it did before. But this is definitely where the sugarcane and kelp farm is going to go. We're going to have one unit be the sugarcane farm and one unit be the kelp farm. Now, the first one that I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do the kelp farm first, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the building put around this in this episode, but we're definitely going to give it our best shot. So, this is going to be the kelp farm. We're going to have 8 on this side, 8 on this side, and 8 on this side. So, it's 8, 16, 24, and they'll go 3 tall, or something like that, and then be harvested. Maybe we'll go a little bit more, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I think this will be good. But the first thing that I need hoppers to catch all of this. Yeah, we could use water streams, but I'm going to use hoppers just because. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get myself some hoppers. I need to fly back to the old world to get some iron from the iron farm. Then I've got to put in these hoppers, so I'll be back with you. Welcome back, folks, and I've been doing a bit of thinking about this. I went ahead and got a bunch of iron from the iron farm. There's another shulker box full of it in there, but I've been doing some thinking, and we could have the sugarcane and the kelp pop off and fall down onto hoppers. That could channel them into chests, or I could make use of minecarts. And I think I want to make use of minecarts, because I think it'd be really cool to come in and just see the minecarts sort of running back and forth. So I definitely want to make use of minecarts. I also got myself some powered rails while I was over at the desert-themed village. But yeah, looks like they've finished growing, so I've got to harvest them. But yeah, so I think the first thing I want to do is I want to get the floor in, and I also want to get in a place where we can sort of have the minecarts on, because this is going to be up a little bit. So the kelp is going to be growing here, it's not going to be growing at floor level. So I definitely want to get those in first. I want to do this. I think it might be better to do this side first, now that I'm thinking about this a little bit more. Just simply because I can move this over a bit if need be. I can also move it over that way a little bit, so it's not the end of the world. So yeah, I'll start here. So yeah, let me get a little bit of work done, and when I got something to show you, I'll bring you on back. Do you know, if it's not the bloody wandering trader, it's these guys. Every time. All I want to do is build a bit of a sugarcane farm, build a bit of a kelp farm, and what am I getting? The invasion. I'm building you guys your own little village here. You realize I can't build it if you're attacking me. Hey, you shot me out of your behind. And again, he's shooting me out of his bum. Jeez. Okay, where's the guy with the banner? There he is, Let's go deal with him. Come on. Every episode I have to deal with at least 2 of these guys. Everyone. Yeah. Now who's the king? Oh, jeez, I don't have the space in my inventory to pick that up. Yeah. I win. You lose. Man. And yeah, there's another one of these lot. This is another hassle. And it's only been, what, a day since the last one? I don't mean a real life day, I mean a Minecraft day. I literally have, since that last clip, I've crafted up some observers and some pistons. And that's about it. So, this is what we've got so far, guys. I thought I'd show you what we've got so far. We've got a minecart rail going around here. This goes underneath these here, and we'll pick up all of the drops that are dropped on top of here. This is where everything is going to drop. This is also where we're going to be planting the kelp and the sugarcane. So we're going to plant it there, there, and there. The minecart will go along underneath it with a hopper and pick it up. I do believe that it will pick up underneath the block, so we should be all right. It's going to pick up all of the drops, bring them over here, and then we'll probably have some sort of system where it deposits them into a chest, is what I'm thinking. But yeah, so I need to put some observers on top of these pistons, and yeah, let me sleep. You know what? I think I'm going to stop complaining about these guys attacking, because it's just hit me. I need these banners. And wait, can you copy these banners? You probably can copy these banners, can't you, in the loom? Never mind, we're going to go back to complaining about... Okay, so now we're here, I can show you guys kind of how this farm will work. So, what will happen is we'll plant the kelp or the sugarcane on this block here. Then it'll grow up to this block. Then it'll grow up to 3 tall. And on top, I don't have anything to symbolize this. On top, we'll have an observer like we've got over there. But we need to do something with the observer first. First of all, we need to put something out the back here that just allows redstone to trigger these pistons. So, put those there. Move this over here so that this can trigger these pistons. Then what we're going to do is we'll put the observer. Is it? I think it's... Yes, it is this way, isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. In this way, that goes into this line of redstone. Now, we could probably only use one of these and get it to trigger the whole one, which is something that I utilized in the old design. I just had one, and then when one sugarcane would grow to 3 tall, it would trigger all of them. I had like a master one. As soon as you went in the door, there was just one on its own, and that'd be the trigger one. That's just because I wanted to use that design. But for this one, we're going to utilize this. I got this from Wattles, this setup here with the pistons and this, but the rest of it is my own kind of design. I'm using minecarts and stuff. Just trying to do something different to what I've done 1,000,001 times. So yeah, when this grows up, if I had like water or stuff I could show you, but I don't, so unfortunately we're stuck. But yeah, when it grows up, this will trigger this. Push the piston will break it. It'll land on here because we're going to have blocks in front of here so that it can't push it out. Then the minecart rail will pick them up from underneath, take them over there and deposit them in a chest. So yeah, let me get this finished in on this side. I want to do one entire side first before I start doing over there. So yeah, let me get this done. Welcome back, guys, and I'm just putting the finishing touches in on one segment. I thought you guys might want to come along for this. Figured we'd show what I'm doing, what my plan is. I don't know if this is gonna work, so take it as trial and error. Take it as trial and error. We'll find out. We'll find out. So let's just pop some scaffolding. Jeez, I hate scaffolding. So pedantic at times. So pedantic. Okay. So what I've got here is a bunch of water that I'm going to put here. Now that's going to cause these to trigger. Let's just get rid of some of these so I can grab some more because I want this water to go all the way across the top. So I don't know if we can take from here and this make it an infinite water source or not, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. So now if everything is done correctly, if we come down here, we should just be able to place kelp right here. Like so. There we go. And if we come down here, we can see the kelp. And it will grow up. Now, once that grows up big enough to trigger the observer, it'll trigger the piston and drop the kelp onto the block. Which is... the water is going to keep it forced down, isn't it? Because it's not a water source. So they're not gonna rise up. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Okay. Now what we need to do is I need to check that something I want to try is going to work here. So what I need to do is I need to make a chest and a hopper. So let's make a hopper real quick. Hopper. And make a hopper minecart. Like so. And pop that on there. Go on. Can I give it a little bit of a push? Okay. This is being real pedantic. I don't have any whatchamacallits on me, so let's try this again. This time I'll put it on one a little bit further away. You watch it come towards me. No. Okay, the hopper minecart doesn't pick them up. And they don't float up to the top either. They just sort of stay there. Oh, that's a pain. That's a bit of a pain. I forgot items don't sink in water. Okay, I'm going to need to have a rethink on this and work this out. I don't think we can place kelp on magma blocks. I don't think we can do that. Soul sand would throw them up, which may be an option. That we use some sort of water collection system at the top. But, yeah, I'm going to have a think on this. Do you know, you can't do nothing on this game without being invaded by these little mongrels. Little pains in the rear end, that's what they are. They are literally God's worst creation. Minecraft gods, why? Why did you put these in the game? Out of all the things you could put in the game, why these absolute jerks? There we go. Here we go. Who won? I won. Who won? I won. Who won? I won. That's this episode alone. That is this episode alone. So, minecarts, they're out. They're gone. Bye-bye minecarts. Don't need you anymore. Instead, what we're going to do is we are going to utilize barrels. Like so. We're going to put them down here. Like so. And this is going to create... because originally I was going to have a bunch of storage here. But this is going to create a lot of storage just for these. And then we're going to pop a hopper on each one. That's simple. Just that simple. This is all we're doing. I was making up the hoppers when I got attacked. That was what I was doing. Okay. I've got the chests for hoppers here, so that's fine. That's fine. There we go, look. That's simple. There we go. Hoppers and crates. So we've replaced the panes with glass. And hopefully this starts to fill up. I do need to replace these glass blocks with panes, which I'm going to do. But hopefully this works. However, we will be making use of the minecart system over on that one. That one for sure. Definitely. So I don't know if I got all of the minecarts from behind here. I need to go and have a look now. So yeah, let me get some word on this. I want to see if those hoppers and those crates do work. But yeah, I'll be back with you in a moment. Welcome back, folks, and this is somewhat the final design. Now, I don't like the idea that we can see this dirt behind these, but there's not really much I can do about that. Sure, I could cover this up some. You know, we could go like this, for example. Which might be an idea in the later stages, you know, when we sort of, I think that went into here. Nope, it didn't. I thought it did, but obviously it didn't. So we could definitely do that. That's one option. But I want to worry about sort of like the interior design a little bit later. I want to get these farms up and running first things first. Now, I thought I'd made a mistake because I didn't think kelp would grow into this top block. So I started adding in additional layer, which is why these stairs are here. And also there's a bit of sandstone back here. I was going to move the water up a layer so that it added an additional layer to grow. But as I was doing that, these did grow and the pistons did fire. So they can grow into the top layer of water. I didn't think they could, but, you know, I'm no expert. I may have a YouTube channel on Minecraft, but that doesn't mean I'm an expert. But yeah, so far it's looking good. It isn't entirely lossless. There are the odd bits that will fall back there like so. The just bees, we can't really get them, which is unfortunate, but there's not much that I can do about it. I suppose I could rework the farm, but I don't want to. It's something to put into perspective for the next farm. But what I want to do next is I want to get this repeated over on this side. And I'm debating now whether to do a sugarcane farm here or to do another kelp farm. Because this isn't going to be as fast as I thought it would be. But I think we'll do sugarcane. I think if I just AFK a couple of nights over here, it'll generate me more than enough kelp. Like I said, we're not going to use kelp for much of anything, really. And already just, we got a little bit here, so we got 6 pieces, 7 pieces. But yeah, let me start work on this side, folks. And I've got the sugarcane portion of it in place, and all it is literally a mirror. Pretty much. The only difference is we are utilizing the minecart rail system below the sugarcane, unlike we couldn't do here because obviously in water, kelp flows. So, yeah, that was my bad on the kelp. But, you know, I mean, there are other ways that we could have done this, but I wanted to do something my way, and this is how I wanted to do it. I just thought it would be really cool. Now, I do know that minecart hoppers have a tendency to just poof and vanish and disappear. So we're going to be keeping an eye on this, which is another reason we've got the chains here. I may trade these chains out for glass panes. I'm thinking maybe green glass panes would go nice, but I don't have any green dye on me at the minute. So I just wanted this for now. This looks good. I may change this out for horizontal chains. That's something that's in a upcoming snapshot. So that'll probably be in 16.1.2. Well, 1.16.2. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah. So these are the sugarcanes. The sugarcanes will grow up to the piston, then they'll grow up to the third tall, which will trigger the observer to trigger the piston to knock these down. And this should be able to pick it up because hopper minecarts can pick up through one block, so they should be able to pick that up without much of an issue. And this is the exact same. Yes, I just wanted to make sure I'd put these observers the right way. Now, none of these have grown, and I'm a little concerned, but maybe I just haven't waited long enough. That could be it. I mean, there are some over here that's only just started to grow. I just checked these just before this recording, and they weren't grown. So yeah, they went down before these went down, quite a bit before. So yeah, we'll probably just takes a little time for sugarcane to grow. But yeah, so right now there's no storage for the sugarcane other than what that hopper minecart can hold, and that's because I want to put a storage system here, but I want to do like an unloading system where this will unload everything that it's got in it, then send it back off. So I do want to do that. As for this area, I'm just going to keep this. I did think about hooking hoppers up to below these and then having them probably crop out here, which actually, now I'm thinking about it, this might be a good idea. If we were to come in the entrance here and we had a wall of chests here that stored the sugarcane. Then we went downstairs and we had a wall of chests that would store the kelp blocks. And this would act as additional storage for the kelp blocks should that overflow. See, originally I was thinking, okay, we could have this spit out into a water stream. The water stream can go up. We can have half kelp or half sugarcane. But I discarded that idea simply because, well, there's no way to stop that. I mean, we could hook it up to redstone so that if all of the chests that had kelp in them were full, then it would turn off the sort of like dropper that would be spitting them out into a water stream. But I have no idea how to do that. So, and I do want these to act as backup, as buffers, as backup chests. So if we did lose all of the chests that had kelp in it, if they were all full, then we'd still have a backup here. Now, I can't do that with sugarcane. I mean, I probably could, but hoppers won't pick up through one block. Only hopper minecarts do. So, we could hook that up to some sort of system and have an underground storage either side. That could be an option. But no, I think the wall of chests here would be good enough. I think that would store plenty. Again, we're not going to get too much sugarcane. Sugarcane grows a lot slower than kelp does. And we have use of sugarcane in this world. We have use of it for rockets. So I imagine we'll be going through it quite a lot. Whereas kelp, you know, the kelp blocks burn. And I'm not going to be using my furnaces all the time. I mean, right now I'm using it for this build because we're using purple and nether brick. So I probably will. And I am tempted to sort of darken the texture of this a little bit in a test world. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe episode 100 I'll do a texture pack update or something. I don't know. But yeah, as it turns out now, this is kind of what I want. But the main problem that I've ran into is if we look out here, this goes all the way over here, which means I cut into this building kind of majorly, unless I do some sort of like weird design thing here. So I know this seems like a problem, but I'm gonna have a little bit of fun trying to make this work. I think this would be really cool to have some fun with. And maybe the roof would be a little bit different over here. We could have moved it all over a couple of blocks, and if I'd have planned this out a little bit better, then maybe that would have been the better thing to do. But you know, I'm okay with this. We can make this work, even if I have to connect this in to this building. This may be where we hook up both of these buildings and make it one. Maybe we make this entire settlement one building that is connected to the other. That might be interesting. And having sort of walkways and stuff. I don't know. See, this is why I like happy accidents like this, because it makes you think. It makes your brain go like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? But yeah. So I'm really happy with the progress that we made today. I would have liked to have got the outside of this building done, but I've already hit the mark for this episode. I'm 20 minutes into this episode, roughly, anyway. So I think this is a good place to call this episode, guys. So, if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel. I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm MrKCDavis. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!